Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope it's beautiful where you are right now. Um, Sunday here for me today, as I'm filming this for you guys, and it's a beautiful Sunday. I mean, it is the perfect fall day. I kid you not. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We're very blessed to have such a beautiful, wonderful place to live, and we had a wonderful church service this morning, and we had somebody get up and give a testimony today. Like it was a good morning. um, Quite the morning. I was lucky enough to do children's time uh, at church today, and it was something that our new pastor had said a couple weeks ago that kind of sparked me to do it, and I was glad I did. It I always enjoy doing children's time, but this today was as I felt like was a special service. It really hit home with a lot of people. The Brother David service, not mine, but I think in some small way, maybe it bridged the gap for the kids a little bit. So I hope maybe it did. Um, but man, it's a beautiful day. We're getting ready to go over to our friends and neighbors' house down the way a little bit for Sunday lunch, like we do every week. Um, they've uh, they've adopted us. You've seen like Alan and Ryan and Beth. You've seen them in videos. They're part of that clan, so we see them a lot, and we're very blessed where we live, and who we live near, and who we now get to have in our lives. Very grateful for all of that today. Um, Not that I'm not grateful for it every day, but today's just one of those days where you kind of take stock, I guess, and you sort of look at all of that and you just make note of it, I guess, for me. So today's a good day, Tater. But after lunch today, we've got to get to work. We've got some stuff we've got to do. Um, if you watched Sunday's video on 3 Mississippi that came out, uh, Mike was working on getting some of the deer plot tilled up, and uh, to get that going so he can spread seed in the next day or so, because it's going to rain in the next few days. So, you want to drop that seed after it's tilled shortly before a rain so it can do its thing. And so he's hoping to time that right for that deer plot that he's been working on. And then we had some garlic to plant, and a new uh, toy, I guess you could say, to test out on the. You guys may remember that row builder that our buddy Alan, our neighbor, uh, made, that he fabricated. He's a very gifted uh, welder and maker of a lot of things out of steel and wood and whatever, but he's just very handy, very gifted in that sense. Anyway, Mike had been talking to him about this design for this thing that would build the rows, and uh, he sat down at his workbench and hammered it out, and he made one. And a lot of people were really interested in it because it's kind of a cool thing, and as far as we know, it doesn't really exist anywhere, and it works like a charm. So the problem is that the steel is very heavy, obviously, because it's steel, and it would be really expensive to ship one of those entire units to somebody. Even though he could make them in his shop, it would be very expensive. So he found a way to make the hinges and kind of set it up with wood. Got Mr. Bunko down here at my feet now. He found a way to sort of set it up with wood and do all that so that he would just basically be shipping the instructions and the brackets to somebody. So uh, if you're interested in that, having one of those row builders, if you've seen that video that attaches to the back of your tractor on your tiller, go check out the video that we posted on Sunday on 3 Mississippi, because it's down below in that link. We'll have his Etsy shop, and you can get yourself some. I know he's got a few that he went ahead and made ahead of time, but a very small amount, just a handful of them, to kind of see if anybody's interested on those brackets. But I'm telling you, man, it works really well. Mike swears by it, and it's quite the contraption. So, uh, got that garlic done, and then we're working with Blue Eddy again. You guys may remember that we did a video uh, with one of their units, which is like a power cell unit. They have different kinds. Some that'll power your whole house. They're buildable, so you can stack them up and all that. Anyway, we're going to be working on that video today after lunch and getting that ready. So that'll be out on Friday. So excited to kind of get get that done and squared away. I knew these jeans had pockets. I just wasn't finding them. I kept going like this thinking the pocket should be here, but it's way up here. Found my pocket. That's good. Anyway, it really doesn't affect you in the slightest, but I'm thrilled to know that I have pockets. I thought they had pockets. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be crazy, but not over the fact that my jeans have pockets. So, um, anyway, I ended up kind of staying up late last night to work on. Don't knock my tripod over, Bunk. He's laying right at the base of it and kind of hitting it. I had to stay up late last night to finish that video because we ended up filming it on late on Saturday, late in the afternoon, and so I ended up staying up real late working on that, and then I had to practice my children's time message for church today, and I probably go over it way too many times, but that's just my nature. Anyway, so I had to spend some time. Oh, Bunko. Don't do that. He just leaned up against it just right. Just right. And knocked it over. He's good at that. Anyway, whew, don't do that, Bunk. He was like, what was that? But anyway, so I had to go over that, and so I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so maybe tonight, after I get back from taking Frankie to church and stuff, and I gotta take her back. She's going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow with youth group because they don't have school for the next couple of days, and so she's gonna go to the pumpkin patch with church on Monday. I'm gonna try to get ahead on, editing that Blue Eddie video, spending some time in the Matrix, as we like to say, and kind of nail that out so that Tuesday, and Frankie and I have plans to go into Starkville, have a little bit of a girls' day, because she's off of school, and that's kind of one of the things I wanted to do for my birthday that's coming up this week. So we're gonna have a nice little girls' day, and then we're gonna come home. We'll maybe pick up a bite to eat to bring home or something, and then we're gonna pile on the couch and watch Lifetime movies or Hallmark movies or whatever, maybe some scary movies, whatever. It's one of our favorite things to do. We like to binge watch horror movies and Christmas movies especially. That's our favorite. The three of us like to do that. We'll pile on the couch and watch bad Christmas movie after bad Christmas movie after bad Christmas movie because we just love them. All the Hallmark and the Lifetime Christmas movies and the Hallmark ones and the ones that, I don't know what networks they're on because we just watch most of them on Hulu, but they have all the different ones there, and we watch a lot of those, and we just enjoy them. They're always fun, and you get to see all your favorite early 90s and 80s stars that are now doing all these movies, these Christmas holiday movies, and they're lighthearted and they're fun and they're sweet and romantic and filled with holiday cheer, and what more could you want? So we watch those like a lot. And then we usually, at some point watching those Christmas movies, at some point during Frankie's Christmas break, we have the annual reading of the AI Chat Christmas movie. If you have never looked that up, it's one of our favorite sayings is from that, and we will just randomly blurt it out in the weirdest times. We'll say, "Bones help no one," and it's from this thing that this AI generated. It was fed so many Christmas scripts, and it's like the snow globe factory explodes, and it's just we laugh so hard we can't even get through it when we're reading it. It's hysterical. We read it every year now and laugh like crazy, and we say, "Bones help no one." It's just one of our expressions. So anyway, so this week on Tuesday it'll just be Frankie and I, and we like to watch either horror movies, girls locked in basements, kidnappings, things like that. We're always looking at how we're going to escape if something happens. That's what we do. So we like to watch that kind of stuff, and yeah, so we're excited about that. We're gonna hunker down and kind of do that on Tuesday, and then Thursday she's got FFA meeting. And by the way, guys, for those of you that maybe didn't know or didn't see my post about it, she was going through the interview process last week for her officer types, and she made president. So she is the president of her middle school's entire FFA, which is really good that she made president this year because that really sets her up for moving forward into high school years and her ag program. That really sets her up with kind of a good little boost. So, and her really good friend that's an ag with her
celebrated Frankie a little bit and her accomplishments this week. So that was really exciting. She's such a good kid, and she works really hard at everything she does, and she's a-okay with me. She's a good kid. So yay for Frankie this week. Those were good, proud mama moments for me, for her. Bunko's just down here. He's just living his best life right now. He's rubbing up against my leg and playing with my toes and rolling around trying to be cute and wants my attention, like, really badly. He's like, why are you talking to that funny little box again? He doesn't like it when I ignore him. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice week. I'm gonna try to get ahead on my editing and my filming this week so I can really enjoy our time together and not be worried. That was one of our lessons today in the sermon, was, you know, not to be worrying. Worrying is a fear-based thing, and that goes against what God tells us. So try not to worry about things. We're just going to plan ahead and not worry about it. That's what we're going to do. So that's my plan this week, is to try to get some of that stuff done so that I can really be present and enjoy my time with my kid this week and my birthday. So, and Mike and I, you know, got our date night Friday night. We're going to go to Crawfish Chris's. I'm excited to have my steak that night. And I think on my actual birthday on Thursday, Frankie's got, like I said, her FFA meeting. So afterwards, we'll be in town. So there's a new Mexican restaurant in town that we went to once already. And I think we're just going to swing by there for a bite to eat that night. Because I'm not going to cook on my birthday. That's just wrong. I'm not going to do dishes on my birthday either. So I will still, however, be shoveling poop from various different creatures, but I enjoy that, which is weird. I should probably talk to somebody about that. Nobody enjoys that, but I do. I legitimately do. I enjoy doing that stuff and taking care of the animals. There's a solace that comes with working out there with them and that relationship you have with your livestock and your animals, and I enjoy it. It's weird, but I enjoy it, even if it means I have to shovel some poop. I've done worse things. Sometimes you have to shovel poop, and sometimes it can be enjoyable. I guess it just depends on your outlook on things, right? So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed week. I hope you're starting it off well, and I'm excited to see what this week will hold for all of us, I guess. Anyway, as always, guys, stay blessed and safety's off.